Y'all, I think we're being scammed. I mean, I know we're being scammed. Like, we're being scammed by our own damn state, bro. Like, I'm in Alabama. And when I say we're being scammed, I mean we're being scammed by our own judicial system, by our own DMVs and all these type of places that we have to report to. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because it was time for me to renew my tag this month. And I want to say about a month or so ago, I let my tag insurance lapse for a couple weeks because I got, for one, the car wasn't running and I was getting worked on and I needed extra money. So I decided to put that extra money towards something that I was using until I get the car back up running. The car's still not running correctly, but at the same time, it was drivable enough to go get my tag renewed. So I get to the DMV and they telling me, oh, well, we need proof of insurance back from such and such time. And I'm like, okay, I think that might be around the time that I let it, get cut off for a couple of weeks, at least until I was able to get the car back running, because I didn't see the point of paying insurance on the car I was driving at the moment. And so the girl was like, well, we're going to need $200 extra in cash for late fee. That was already on top of how much my renewal is. So, mind you, they already charge you, like, I think it's 2.75% extra just to pay off your card. Then she says, well, we're going to waive it. But we need to know what day it was that the car broke down. Like, I supposed to just know when my car broke down. I don't fucking know at this point. When the car break down, the car break down. Ain't nobody keeping dates on when the car break down. I know I'm not. But at the end of the day, the car had been breaking down for like the last 6 months. I'm gonna be honest, had been sitting for majority of that. But at the same time, I was still paying the insurance on it until like the last couple of weeks or whatever. So she waived the $200 cash late fee, but then says, well, we had to revoke your tag, so we got to renew your tag. So now not only do I have to pay to get it renewed, but I also got to pay for a whole nother tag. On top of that, they have to run it 2 times. They have to run my card twice. They couldn't do it in one transaction. They had to do it twice for the tag, then the renewal. Now I got to pay extra fees just to slide the card twice. I'm already stressed out trying to pay for the tag, let alone extra fees. On top of that, you hit me with the $200 late fee when you already know the economy is screwed up. We barely even got money to get these tags renewed, which is now I see why a lot of people riding around with fake tags on their cars are not even trying to even get it renewed at this point, because it's harder just to be honest and be true than it is to lie and risk it. At this point, I see why. And I'm not condoning that people should not get insurance or not register their cars. No. But I'm seeing why now people don't even want to register their cars, because it's like literally every year, every time it's time to renew our cars, is it just me or is there extra fees just mysteriously popping up out of nowhere, literally making it hell on wheels to renew your tag or your insurance or anything of that nature? And it's amazing to me how they can pick up when you don't have insurance. But then she asked me, did I have proof of insurance? So then I pulled it up on my phone and she says, well, I need you to go print it off because we can't verify it in the computer. So now, after I stood in this damn line for 36,000 hours just to get up here for you to write me a note telling me that I got to come back with a print off because y'all can't even print it off in the office. You mean to tell me all these fees y'all charging us and y'all can't even print off the proof of insurance, but you can pull it up in the system when we don't have it, but you can't pull it up when we do have it? Now I got to go find a copy machine, come back with proof, only for you to finally give me my registration. We already really, let's be real, if we really knew the laws and if we really knew that a lot of this is fraud, let's be honest, a lot of this is fraud. But we do it because we don't want the trouble. We don't want to go to jail. We don't want to deal with all the court fines and all this type of stuff. But it's just like when we sign our birth certificate with our children, like we are literally signing our lives over. We're signing over our vehicles to the state for them to take our cars whenever they want to. We paying y'all all this money for y'all to take our shit whenever y'all get ready. When basically I'm signing on my rights to my own property. So I'm being scammed already to sign it over. Then you scamming me more just to keep the scam going. Make it make sense to me. When I say I am furious, my insides are rumbling because we're already dealing with high ass prices, tariffs. We don't know if we want to buy groceries or pay a bill or put gas in the car or go get your tag renewed or get your license. Every time we turn around, y'all coming up with new fees for this and new fees for that for shit that don't even make sense, that we really don't even need, if you ask me. Because if we go back to the law of the land, the real laws of the land, none of this shit is really required. But because we don't know our real rights, we voluntarily get scammed. Please tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I'm so angry because I'm trying to do the right thing. Because I don't like to go to court. I don't like dealing with judges. I don't like dealing with police officers. So I try to do what I can do to keep the peace. But it's almost like they setting us up purposely. It's like Y'all want us to go to jail. So let's jack up the prices. And then we don't even find out that we owe extra fees until we slide the card. We don't even know how much we pay until after the card is already slid. How do you know I even had it extra? Now I'm putting myself in debt just to be scammed more. I just don't think it's fair, bro. I just don't think that this is right. Something in my system is telling me this is not right. I remember a time I used to just go pay, get my registration, prove that I had insurance, and go on about my business. Now I got to pay $200-$300 just to get a tag renewed. On top of that, you telling me $200 extra in cash. That's how I know that part ain't legal. Because why we got to pay it in cash? When everybody else, even the insurance company, don't even want to accept cash. But y'all got to make us pay it in cash. That's how I know there's something that our state, I don't know if anybody else state is doing that, but I know Alabama is doing it. And I know in my system, some telling me just, it ain't right. But because we don't want the trouble, we abide by it. This is modern day slavery. This is what we mean when we say, free us. Because if we drive with no tag, then we could risk getting pulled over. Then we got to deal with a whole SWAT team pushing our head to the ground in front of our children, all because we choosing not to get scammed. We saying we want some people getting exempt from Alabama, from this type of state tags and stuff like this. This is why. Because when we try to do what's right, we try to abide by y'all little stupid rules, we still get scammed. We still get treated like nothing. We still get treated like garbage. And then we end up in court and got to pay even more fines and fees that we can't even afford. We barely could even afford to pay rent. We barely could even afford to put food on our table. We barely could even pay for gas in the car. Like, why are y'all insisting on making our life hell on wheels? Just why? Especially people who trying. It make me want to go and be like everybody else. They don't even try. But I know that ain't right, because then I end up in jail, and I know I won't look right on the mug shot. So I'm gonna keep paying some more little stories. I'm talking all that noise, but I got my tag. You feel me? Stay focused, man.